Hey folks, Frank Zarilla here, Zor Capital, December 1st, 2019, 4:35 Eastern Time, doing a quick video, the weekly video, just going over some, the top momentum names to see if we can find some trade setups for tomorrow and maybe perhaps for this week. First, let's take a look at the indices, which, like I say every single week, there's not much to say about them due to the fact that that every single candle doesn't mean anything. I'm a big believer that you should be owning the indices as core holdings forever. And the only thing that should change is pretty much your allocation. You tend to, take some off when we get too extended. You back up the truck when we get down to those intra-year declines of roughly 13 to 14, 15%. The IWM, which has been trading sideways for, call it 2 years, had a very nice breakout on Monday. A pullback to retest the breakout's not out of the question. The market has had a pretty nice run, okay, from the October lows to now, so a little digestion is not out of the question here. Don't forget, seasonally, December, the first couple of weeks of December is usually somewhat weak. Mutual fund selling, tax loss selling, whatever the case may be. So be aware of that. Q, same thing as a SPY. I mean, we had a very nice run. Little digestion here is not out of the question. But for now, let's take a look at the top 200 momentum names, okay? With just one filter. The filter is a little consolidation. Okay, so that way we're looking at stocks that have gone through some type of consolidation and might be ready to move again. The first one on the list is ISEE. It's a biotech stock. The biotech sector has been extremely hot, maybe too hot for my liking. But here's a stock that had a big move in heavy volume, 27 million shares right over here. Here, 5.5 million shares in here, roughly 21 million shares. It must have been some type of FDA news, whatever the case may be, but the stock has been going sideways. And what typically happens is when you see these top momentum names that no one knows about, you get these big moves higher right off the bat, and then you get some sideways action. And right at the very end, before the stock is ready for a second move higher, you start to notice that the candles, they start to tighten up. And here, the stock printed an inside day, okay? On very low volume, the volume starts to contract. The stock traded 163,000 shares on Wednesday when the average daily volume is 1.8 million shares for the last 20 days. On Friday, it was half a day, but it was still only 132,000 shares. Another inside day. What typically happens is that this contraction leads to expansion. Not only contraction in the price action, but contraction in the volume. So I like this stock for tomorrow going through 354. What that means, very simply, if I'm going to get involved in this stock, I'm going to put a buy stop 10 cents above this high with a stop loss right over here below the 10-day moving average of roughly $3 and call it 20 cents. We have no idea if this is going to trigger tomorrow, but if it does, I want to be involved. Fit, buyout, BGNE, another biotech name. Again, the biotech stocks have had a tremendous run. I'm not sure how much is left in that tank here in the very short term. And again, when you're swing trading, a lot of people don't realize this. You're in the moving business. Most stocks move in momentum bursts that might last 3 to 5, 6 days, 7 days maybe, and then they tend to go sideways to down. Like for example, right over here, we had a nice little burst, and then the stock goes sideways to down. So as a swing trader, what you want to do is you want to take advantage of this little momentum here. You want to hop off and then get involved with something that's just getting started. And that's the reason why I'm a big fan, or I'm always preaching, not to chase stocks that are up multiple days in a row. Because all that's going to happen is you're going to sit through some sideways action at best case scenario, or you're going to sit through some type of drawdown. Tesla, I like this one a lot. Again, very similar situation. Big earnings news. Stock goes up in 29 million shares on this day, 29 on this day. Then it consolidates. You see the price action here starts to tighten up. This is when we got long right over here, right over here. and took this for a little nice run and got off the train. But right now, this is the anchor VWAP from this big EPS day. The stock is resting on it right now. And as you can see here, that the VWAP, the stock, the price has reacted very well to the VWAP. I like the stock going through right over here, this high, 331.26. My buy stock, 331.36, with a stop right over here. Call it 327.50, 327. Okay, so Tesla. Here's another biotech name. I mean, it looks all right. It's just, you can see what the biotech sector has done. This is a big run. So I'm going to skip this one. Not a big fan of $4 stocks, but you know, meat is another stock that reacted well, I believe, to earnings. Stock shot up in heavy volume. Considering the heavy volume relative to what the stock trades, it's been trading sideways to down. This is a maybe for some people that like $4, $5 stocks. Now, I'm not against that, but this just doesn't tickle my fancy, especially when I believe the market is due for some type of digestion. So I want to make sure that whatever it is I'm going to put in the list tomorrow, I have some conviction behind it. So basically what we're looking for stocks that have, you know, some recent momentum, and that are going through some type of consolidation. This is one of them. Tile up here, more than likely 1025, maybe due to earnings. The stock's been trading sideways. You know, here's another stock going through 1687 with a stop right over here at the low here, 1665. So Tile. Buy stop 1697 and the stop here is 1665. VCEL, another biotech name. Okay, I'm going to skip this one, but it looks good. Ring RNG, you know, again, looks good. Also big news here, some type of contract with Avaya. Stock goes up, it's been trading sideways, consolidating. This is the reason why you don't chase. The stock has done nothing for the most part for the last, you know, since this big up day. High here was 170, at 172 now, but the stock printed an inside day. You know, I like the stock going through Friday's highs, 173.39 with a stop loss right over here at this low, 169.75, 169.65. So again, buy stop 173.49, 10 cents above Friday's highs. Stop loss through this candle low. Let's see, we get the top 200 names to see if we can find some other ones. But so far, the one that gets me, that has me a little excited is, without a doubt, Tesla. I see nothing at all. Let's see what else we have. IOVA, another biotech stock, printed an inside day. I mean, it looks okay. It's just the sector is just way too hot for me right now. All right, that's 200. Oh, whoa, good. Baidu. Uh, Look, I like this one a lot, okay? We got involved in this stock right over here last week. It was in the video, I believe, at 117.10. Sold some here on the way up and got off on the rest when it broke this low. Look, I like this stock. This stock has been basing or going sideways for roughly 6 months, okay? Sideways action. The moving averages are now turning around and curling higher. I like the stock going through 118.69 with a stop loss right over here. Call it 117.60, 117.40. If you want to give it more room, you might want to give it to the 20-day moving average. But I like the stock going through Friday's highs of 118.69. So with that being said, let's go over the list one more time. We have just a few names. ISEE, this is a biotech stock, but the reason why I'm going to put this one on the list, this is fresh momentum. This momentum just started. This stock's been dead forever, okay? This is fresh momentum on heavy volume. This is the first pullback for the most part. And as you can see here, the price has been contracting. It's been getting tighter and tighter. The volume has been contracting as well. That usually means that the stock is ready for a second move higher. So we're going to keep the ISEE on the list. The next one is Tesla, heavily shorted name. You know, it's in play right now. This anchor VWAP from their earnings has been acting as support. It's there right now. I like the stock going through Friday's highs, 331.26. Buy stop 331.36. A stop loss right over here at 327. RNG, software name. The software stocks have been doing well recently as well. I like the stock inside day here. I like the stock going through this high, 173.39. Buy stop 173.49. Stop loss right over here, 169.70. Tile, again, up big on heavy volume relative to this stock. I like the stock going through this high right over here, 1687. Buy stop 1697. Stop at 1665. And last but not least, Baidu going through Friday's highs of 118.69. Buy stop 118.79. You can use two stops here. You can use this low here, right, as one stop, 117.60, 117.40, and then the other stop you can use a 20-day moving average. Like I said, this stock has been in a downtrend for a very long time. It's been basing. The moving averages are now hugging each other. They're curling higher. So this might be a brand new set of buyers right over here that want to take this stock higher. I like this stock a lot, Baidu. So that's it, folks. So trade them well and be well.